Swami Saraswati Namaha. Namaste. We call this the 9 steps of devotion, and yet they do not necessarily make a chronology. They are not specifically in any stated order. If you have even one form, one aspect, one attribute of devotion, then you'll be guided towards the greatest good. You'll fall in love with God. Now, way back when, before even Ram took birth, before Sita, before even Ravan was the king of the earth, and everyone submitted to the ego, and the great ego had 5 organs of knowledge and 5 organs of action, and those are represented in his 10 heads, and he became the most powerful because everyone who did anything on the earth said, I am the doer. And that Ravan made everyone to cry with their egotism and attachment, from Rud to cry. Before any of this took place in history, Matang Muni had an ashram in the south of India. Matang, of course, is the measurement of the limbs of existence, or who conceives all of existence, every particle, every limb, every single individual aspect of existence. And he had a beautiful young disciple named Shabari. And Shabari was a young tribal girl who came to do seva in the ashram. And one day, Matang Muni came to Shabari and said, Shabari, I am going to heaven, and I'm taking all the other sadhus of the ashram with me. And Shabari said, well, Guruji, I've come to this ashram to do seva for you. Could I go with you? I've been a good girl. I've been a nice disciple. I've been a faithful devotee. Could I please go to heaven with you? And Matang Muni, in his infinite wisdom, said, no, Shabari, stay here. One day, Ram and Lakshman, his brother, are going to come to this ashram, and they'll be looking in search of Ram's wife, Sita. And you will remain here to give him a message. And Shabari said, well, what message could I possibly give to Ram, who's going to come sometime in the future looking for his lost wife? And Matang Muni said, Shabari, I want you to tell Ram that Hanuman and Sugriv are living on top of the Rishyamukh mountain. And they will help Ram to get Sita back. Is that all, Guruji? You want me to stay here and take care of the ashram and wait for Ram to come? Guruji said, don't miss this opportunity. You will get a privilege that very, 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 very few are allowed in their lifetimes. You'll get to look into the face of God. And saying that, Matanga Muni and all of the other sannyasis in the ashram, they sat in their asan and left their bodies and rose to heaven. And for many, many, many years, Shabari prepared for the coming of Rama. And every day she would clean the ashram, and she would sweep the floors, and she would gather the flowers, and she would put them and organize them, and she would pick the fruits, and she would taste them to make sure that she didn't get any sour fruit. And she would, in every way, she would demonstrate the honor and privilege of being able to receive God coming to her ashram. And for years after years after years, Shabari prepared in this way. And now she was an old, bent woman. And the time of her departure was drawing near. And all her life, every day, she never missed one day. She picked the flowers, she picked the fruits, she dusted everything and swept and cleaned and prepared for the coming of the Lord. And one day, Ram came, and she bowed down to him on the path. And she covered his feet with flowers, and she sat him down on the only stool in the ashram, and she gave him sweet berries to eat, and she washed his feet, and she served him with so much love and so much truth, such sincerity. And Ram said, I am so pleased with your devotion. What can I do for you? And Shabari said, Ram, I want you to tell me what is devotion. And Ram said, you yourself are the epitome of devotion. All your life you have consecrated to the coming of Ram into your life. And you stayed here all these years, your entire life, preparing for us to come. And you delivered the message to me that Hanuman and Sugriv are living on top of the Rishyamukh. And they will help me find Sita. You are the greatest benefactor to me. There has never been a devotee who has assisted me in like you have. And I will give you anything you want. And Shabari said, describe to me the path of devotion. And Ram said, Pratham Bhakti Santanakara Sangha Dusri Rati Mama Kata Prasanga. The first step is to associate with saintly people. And the second step is to enjoy the stories of divinity and divinely inspired beings, just like we're doing right now. Gur Pad Pankaj Seva Tisri Bhagati Aman Choti Bhagati Mama Gunagana Karai Kapatajikan. The third step of devotion is the feeling of privilege to perform selfless service as an expression of love for the Guru. Now, there are different kinds of karma. Selfless service is a privilege that we get to show the sincerity of our love. It's different from an exchange. It's different from a barter system. And here we get the privilege to prepare for the coming of God. Every day, puja is the first of all the various forms of karma yoga, the actions through which we come into union. And this feeling of privilege to do seva, to show you the sincerity of my heart, that is another way, the third step of devotion. While the fourth step is to sing of divine qualities and characteristics without any selfish motivation. I'm not doing this puja so that you're kind to me or you give me my wish. I'm not doing this for you in order to exchange so that you will give me what I want. I only want to show you my love. And this is the privilege that I have, that all I want is to give you my love. Mantra jap mama drir vishwasa, panchama bhajanso bhed prakasha. The fifth step of devotion is to recite mantras with full faith. Drir vishwas. That doesn't mean, I'm going to sing this mantra and you're going to give me what I want. These are magical words and I'm going to say the magical formula and then you're going to be pleased and then I get the fruit of somebody else's karma. I love you and I want to sing this with vyakulata, with this sincerity, with this deep longing, drir vishwas. Panchma bhajanso bhed prakasha. This fifth step of devotion with full faith, reciting mantras, is the path illuminated by the Vedas. And all knowledgeable beings say, use your sincerity to culminate, to bring your love affair to fruition. Chodamasi labirti bahu karma nirat nirantaran sajana dharma. The sixth step is to perform all actions with tranquility. See every circumstance as an opportunity to manifest perfection. Dharma is the ideal of perfection, and in every action we have an opportunity to demonstrate that sincerity by paying attention and respecting our every action. Not just doing it to get it done, not just doing it because I have to, I gotta, but because I want to give you the best I possibly can. Santa Bansama Moi my Jagadeka Morte Santa Di Korideka. The seventh form of devotion is to see the world as equal to God and to regard the company of saintly beings as an even greater opportunity than the perception of God. Saintly beings will teach me how to be saintly. They will empower me to move towards godliness. Whereas the perception of God, Lakshmi may come, but she won't stay. She'll only stay where Saraswati is present. Even if I won the lottery, what would I do with it? I would probably make many, many mistakes. So the seventh form sees the whole world as godliness. And God is the privilege of my life. All the saintly beings I get to associate tell me, show me, demonstrate for me how to make myself a better individual. Atabonjata love santosha. Sapnedeki paradosha. The eighth step is to be satisfied with whatever one receives as the fruits of one's actions and to not contemplate the faults of others. Whatever you get, jata love, santosh. You're going to remain contented with whatever you get. God is going to give me my portion. I have full faith and confidence I'm going to get what's coming to me. And I don't even want to contemplate what other people are getting. I don't even want to think about the fruits of their karma. I'm busy enjoying the fruits of my own. Nam sarata sanchalahina mama parosagin harshanadina. The ninth step of devotion is to remain with simplicity all the time, to renounce conniving for selfish ends. Sab momta tyag bahori. Get rid of your selfishness. Get rid of your selfish attachment. Take delight in faith in God with neither exaltation nor unhappiness. Na haran nadin. Na harsh nadin. You just, without exaltation, without sadness or unhappiness, I'm just the same all the time. Navamagueko jinike koi nari purus sachacharat koi. For whomever even one of these forms of devotion is practiced, be it a woman or a man or a movable or unmovable object, anyone who practices devotion, who strives for satsang, who strives to serve the Guru with love, who loves listening to the sadhus and saints and loves the scriptures and loves knowledge and respects all knowledgeable people and moves in his or her own practice. Soyati saya priya bami ni more. Sakal prakar bhagati ratore. That being is most beloved to God. All these forms of devotion are present in great measure within you. Wake up and remember who you are. Om Swami Saraswati Namaha. Namaste.